Getting a smudge on your camera lens is never good. It can result in things like this. But with a quick fix in Davinci Resolve, it can look like this. Is it perfect? No. Is it a quick fix? Yes. So welcome back to Creator Reality, my friend. I'm John, and I'm going to show you how to do that quick fix in Davinci Resolve. This is a viewer request. A channel by the name of Koivo reached out and said, John, can you help me? I said, sure. So let's dive into Davinci Resolve, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Koivo sent me a screen grab. It originally looked like this, which is log footage, so we're going to fix that. But you can see this smudge right up here. Then I got a video clip from them, and I fixed it. Yep, you can see the smudge is supposed to be right there. If I go to the original footage, there it is. Let's start out by fixing it a very quick, simple way if you're doing stills, and then we'll jump into the video and fix it there. So here's our original still. There's our smudge. We're going to click on the color icon. We've got our viewer. There's our smudge. We have our node tree and our effects. Let's start by fixing this smudge. So for that, we want to come down to the power window area here, the window, and we're going to click on circle. And it's going to give us this circle right here. I'm going to drag it up to where the center is just about on that smudge. And I'm going to come down to transform, and I'm going to drag this all the way down. And then we can use our center mouse button to click and drag around, and then our center mouse wheel, we can scroll and it'll zoom in to wherever our mouse cursor is. Now that we're in here, okay, we got to modify it slightly so that we're right on the center of the smudge. We'll bring the size down quite a bit. We can bring up our soft edge from 2.91. We can bring that up quite a bit, and you can drag right here, and either one of these two will let you change the width and height. If I Control Z to undo those two changes, it reset the soft edge. So we can drag that back up, and then if you use pan and tilt, it moves it left and right, up and down. We'll Control Z twice to get rid of that. It got rid of the soft edge again, but we can change the aspect. So we can drag it up and down to kind of get the same effect. So you can do all these fine-tune adjustments right there in the transform area versus the gross adjustments we did in the viewer. Now it's about the right size. We can come over to blur and we can blur it out. And now when I press the Z key, it's going to size it back down to fit, and it looks pretty good. If I click on my node and hold Control and press D, you can see that we're disabling and re-enabling the node. And you'll see if I zoom in again, look at that. It makes it go away really well. Now if you want to take this and fix it so it's not in log anymore, we're going to hold Alt and press S to create another serial node with effects open. If you don't see effects, click on effects until you do. Magnifying glass and color space, and there's color space transform. We'll drag that onto our node, and then input color space. I know this was shot on a Sony, so I'm going to pick Sony Gamut or S Gamut, and then the input gamma. He told me it was Sony S-Log2. There it is. Ta-da! There. Basic color grade done. There's a bonus tip for you doing the color space transform. Boop the like button. Maybe consider subscribing. Now we're back in the edit page. It looks great. That still is fixed. But the video, there's our smudge, and I've created a marker here. I've got a whole video on markers right up there if you want to learn how to use them better. But I've created a marker here because the smudge shows up right on this rock. And if I scroll through the footage, that smudge is staying in the same spot, and it's pretty ugly. So we need to fix that. The fixed footage, as you saw earlier, looks about like this, where it's minimized, but not perfect. How do we get there? Well, I'm going to click on my clip. I'm going to come over to the color page. And in this case, the first thing I want to do is the color space transform, and I'll set it up the same way I did before. For this one, I didn't see a real big difference between doing it, one way first versus the other. Now that we have the color space transform done, let's click on our node, Alt S again to create another serial node. And in this one, we want to add the dead pixel fixer effect. So magnifying glass is still on. I'm going to replace color space with dead, and then dead pixel fixer is right there. We'll click and drag it on, and nothing happens except down here it selected the OpenFX overlay. So I'm going to zoom in kind of on the smudge here, and then draw ellipse is selected. So I'm going to click and drag to draw an ellipse. That's too big. If you make a mistake with these ellipses, hold Alt and click on the ellipse, it'll go away. We want to zoom in further. We just want to minimally change the frame. So we're going to drag it right here over our smudge. And then if I zoom out, it looks okay. We can click Show Patches to get rid of it. And now that looks pretty darn good. And it's going to make a minimal change to our frames. We will click to Show Patches again, but you can draw a rectangle here, place a patch. Patch type, spatial, clone, blend, clone. Spatial I like on this one. And then patch options, I just leave it alone. Maybe bump up the soft edge a little bit. You want to fine tune it to make the least amount of modifications possible while still maintaining the effect. In our case, this was good enough to fix it. And then as I scrub through the footage, you can see that we're zoomed in, but it's darn near hidden. I mean, look, you can see it right there a little bit because it's drawing information from the previous and next frames. And you can see that soft edge there. So maybe we want to modify this, but it looks pretty good. That's nice. We're back in the edit page. And if I hover over this area, I can drag down and make more room for my viewer. And where'd that smudge go? It's right in this area. Remember my marker? Well, I'm going to put an arrow in post over that, but as I drag along, you can hardly see that smudge. Maybe a little bit there, but if I hit play, it really is minimized quite a bit. If I hold Alt and click and drag to make a duplicate, go into the color page, right click, reset all grades and nodes, you can see that smudge is pretty bad, right? There it is. And as I drag through the footage, it's really noticeable. Even when I'm playing, it's really noticeable right there. But again, with our fix, there it is. It's much more minimized. And if you're uploading to YouTube or Instagram, their compression algorithm is going to crush that smudge anyway. So it made a big difference. It's not perfect, but it is a quick fix. Thanks again for Koevo sending over the stills and the video. I appreciate that. If you have a question about Davinci Resolve, drop me a comment below. Send me an email. I don't know, send up a smoke signal. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I do hope you learned something. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, all the YouTuber stuff. More importantly, go check out this video next, and I'll see you there. John out.